a cash stream marker, higher high other than on the MACD pointer, and on top of that in this way going, for instance, at the present time with the RSI marker, the very same thing. We are illustrating on the standard time span a hardly out of the plastic new higher high, and that proposes. Secret negative divergences are being demanded insane on a high term period of time on a couple of fundamental pointers. Subsequently, I would agree to you, be genuinely more mindful of Bitcoin. Again, we are seen back in our level reach. We handle our invalidation level, which will be somewhat over our worth area high, yet considering everything. Ideally, I could really have to see hardly lower pivots around Bitcoin due to our negative divergences until clearly our invalidation level will be hit. That being said, expecting maybe in the following couple of hours we really see a crazy direct towards the conceivable expansion over the worth region high. Extraordinarily key procedure, especially direct invalidation level, unimaginably clear fixations with our liquidity levels, moreover our gold Fibonacci degrees here. Participate in an astonishing day and concordance out. As far back as hours, Bitcoin is seeing a genuinely key excusal obviously from our titanic area of check. In the present Bitcoin cost question video, we'll take a gander at definitively where are our huge glorious lights on, the new model that is right correct as of now being molded on a higher term time span, besides another particularly captivating graph, yet what, unequivocally, you will see, it really appears regard that the level we were taking a gander at yesterday, our month-to-month high term period of time area of balance at 27,200 intensely held. Moreover, we are seeing a genuinely enormous move towards drawback indisputably from this principal area of hindrance. After a short time, what, explicitly, you will notice. Unequivocally, when we tapped our month-to-month high term time from region here, we, expressly, didn't rapidly see a more recognizable push towards weakness. No matter whatever else, we truly need to wreck predominantly a gigantic piece of the market. Subsequently you will see first swing dissatisfaction subject here with this specific week, second swing frustration plan or a liquidity get on this push towards the possible extension, and exclusively after everyone is crushed, solely after everyone expects we are right at this point going to push from an overall perspective higher towards the conceivable increment. Bitcoin sees an essential excusal and it's unequivocally in the end trading overall at our principal objective recommended. Yesterday at $26,500. Before long, when we got right now a push towards burden as we have been at this point saying yesterday, we made sense of we are trading a rising channel with a higher probability of breaking towards downside. Plus, in like manner, as per a confirmed perspective, every single Goliath pointer was forming a negative uniqueness. For example, on the 4-hour time frame, you will see higher high on the Bitcoin cost, lower high on the money stream pointer, lower high on the RSI marker. Every single huge marker negative uniqueness. We grasped we are at our colossal area of check. We grasped we got a swing dissatisfaction plan or a liquidity get. We correspondingly recalled that we are in our climbing channel, strikingly high probability of another push towards weight to happen on the Bitcoin respect itself. Right now, yesterday we researched what will be our all-around key goal and our generally essential goal. You can at this point see it was verifiably, by and large around hit since it was an and moreover some liquidity levels under our past lows. We are, as of the persevering second, seeing the reaction definitively at this specific district, not simply on the Bybit frame. The liquidity has proactively been taken. Similarly, for example, here, looking on the Coinbase frame, in addition going on the Bitstamp chart, for certain, the lows here have truly been taken. Plus, the arrangements right as of now is our standard high term time from area of block, after the liquidity gets under our past low, go undoubtedly as strong regions for serious foreign of help and we are truly going to see a more irrefutable reversal back towards the conceivable extension. Right now, for this, I could genuinely need to zero in on the volume and the open compensation that is right at present coming clearly looking out. Right now to the extent that the volume, I figure we, paying little brain to much else, can all agree. Volume for the new hours is seeing a little improvement towards the possible increment. Plus, I would concur that it looks very similar to what we got on a push towards the possible development. So we can all agree. We have gotten a little volume increase on the push towards trouble on the Bitcoin cost. Again, not simply on the Bybit frame, correspondingly looking on the Coinbase chart, other than looking on the Bitsum frame, we are seeing a particularly slight volume increase when Bitcoin is truly pushing towards disadvantage. Right now, another fundamental thing is obviously going to be our open interest. Is cash coming or leaving the market? Right now, for the new hours, fundamentally looking on the Bybit frame, we are seeing an incredibly level arrangement here. We are not really doing anything. Not a substitute party are entering trades. Not another get-together are leaving the market. What's more, unequivocally exactly the same thing you can equivalently see here on the amassed open interest, where the open interest outline is especially level. We are not truly seeing any more indisputable green candles or maybe any colossal red candles. That being said, liquidations are additionally remaining incredibly similar to what we have been getting at present a couple of days sooner. Along these lines, upsetting open interest and furthermore liquidations, I wouldn't really say we are seeing any colossal negative or bullish signs. To the extent that the volume, I would concur that it bases on some degree more negative since we are seeing a volume increase. On the push towards the weight. Notwithstanding, genuinely, we are right correct as of now molding on the 4-hourly time interval, perhaps a flawless model. Likewise, this model is really going to be a faultless changed triangle. What we can right as of now do, we could work with our each of the truly shocking high fixations on an inclining area of block, we whenever can connect our truly consoling deterred spots with a slanting area of help, and you can see that Bitcoin can essentially before long arrangement, on the beamy outline, an even triangle or something like that. Right now, this specific change triangle isn't clearly plainly obvious, for example, looking on the Coinbase outline, or maybe going on the Bitstamp diagram. Here, I intensely wouldn't take a gander at the fair triangle, yet here, we could as per an overall perspective whenever accessory our previous lows with a level area of help here, conveying our truly shocking high conditions, and it can generally be a dropping triangle or something like that. As of now, as per my perspective, it unequivocally no impacts the far-off possibility that we have right now a dropping triangle or something to that effect, or maybe an even triangle. Both of them really have a higher probability of breaking towards inconvenience since we moved into our triangle with an incredible disaster here. Notwithstanding, really, I wouldn't unequivocally be amped great with trading the triangle somehow. If we start breaking towards the normal new development, I'm not searching for a long appear at buy position. In case we start breaking the triangle towards disadvantage, I'm indistinguishably not searching for an impeccable short appear at sell position. Later in the video, we will take a gander at unequivocally where we can be looking for a stainless short or a sell position. On the Bitcoin respect itself. Accidentally, right now I could correspondingly need to oblige you a particularly exciting framework. Likewise, this graph will be from Plan B where he's right in the long run saying that Bitcoin is still in stage 1 mix on track and looking right now at this amazingly spellbinding diagram, it is definitely obliging us that. Every single time we got the blue contacts that are likewise, clearly, molding for the new months here, Bitcoin went on a central bull run towards the possible extension. Again it happened at present back in 2014, it happened in this way back in 2017, it happened in 2020, other than right now we are seeing those blue spots, and, I would agree, another unequivocally moving business region is astoundingly coordinated to happen in the going with a few months. To that end we are looking furthermore, clearly, for quite a while or buying positions. Notwithstanding, I would concur that the ceaseless second, it's surely a wonderful chance to accumulate. Bitcoin, Ethereum, other altcoins are extraordinarily unpretentious as of the unending second. Likewise, that is the legitimization for the going with a couple of months, as shown by this chart here, it's an incredible chance to collect. Award me to oblige you at which area Bitcoin is trading as of this second. Without a doubt, we unquestionably reviewed that we hit our standard high term time from help surely here, yet finally, what we can't deny is that. Again for the new hours, we are seen again into our level reach. This here, as indicated by my perspective, it's an appeal. Why so? You will see it was a deviation from our reach, leave the most raised indication of the appear at back towards the block. Likewise, moreover, what you will see here, deviation from the lower part of our even reach. Yet again what's more, we got a huge push towards the typical development, undeniably towards the most major nature of our level reach, where potentially, clearly, this second, we can be delineating correspondingly a deviation or something to that effect. Again that is the explanation if we are moving into the appear at here, it is obviously going to mean negative sign for Bitcoin, an early warning or something like that, correspondingly what has been happening with our value region high or the volume of our horizon range. We are no two ways about it being seen. Back under our value locale high, back under the area of 26,800. Yet again as shown by my perspective, seeing affirmation and a push down, under the value locale high is a consideration, negative sign for the Bitcoin respect itself. In this way, by and large probably decisively in the end you're mulling over, at what region could I need to go with a flawless short or a sell position, understanding that we are seen again into the appear at here, understanding that right now we are other than under the value district high. As required, what we can outline and do. Investigate a level of impediment. Research the going with key level we should be aware of before potentially setting another short or a model social gathering. Besides, here we truly need to see a significant area of hindrance. Assistant our previous highs, partner our previous low, permitting also this previous low, will equip us with an area of deterrent definitively at our value region high. 26,800 US dollars, and in addition zooming soon on the 1 hour timeframe you will see 1 hourly referring to impede convincingly under our value locale high, so we handle this here is a truly huge area of check right now where we could be wanting to go with an ideal short or a sub position on the Bitcoin respect itself. At last, you truly need to see that expecting our value locale high will be broken towards the possible increment, it will be a bullish Bitcoin sign since that is fundamentally going to mean we are not trading between our value locale high and our value region low of our level appear at anymore, which is then going to be a bullish sign for Bitcoin. Anyway, of the constant second, we are under the value locale high. We comprehend our invalidation level, which will be over the value district high, more than 26,800, and expecting that there will be a reaction towards a site at this specific level or something like that. As per a general perspective, what I would do will put a totally new short on a sell position on the Bitcoin respect itself. Besides, by and large no doubt right as of now you're inspecting. What is our next area of help where we can be looking for a long position or where we can be discarding the advantages from our short situation if Bitcoin is really going to see a more evident push towards obstacle? Right now, here I genuinely have two gigantic levels to make reference to. The focal will be another liquidity level, and our next liquidity level, clearly, will be our previous lows, and this level will come up unequivocally at 26,200 US dollars. Why is this region key level? Yet again according to a general point of view mulling over the way that the mid-level of our even reach, around at our liquidity level, and additionally what we can be doing, going with our volume, reviewing the entire reach with the volume profile here, spot of control, not convincingly agreeing with the mid-level of the reach, yet at last, it will be our first zone of help. As of now, as I ought to commonly think, it should be C-benefit region from our short position. I wouldn't unequivocally be enthralled going with an extremely high probability long circumstance at this specific district. Why so? Since I genuinely figure we further help area of help with our various weeks, which will be to some degree under our place of control, 25,800. Changing faultlessly with the gold Fibonacci degree. Hence, going from the low here, back towards our high, gold pocket unequivocally at our little by little. Hence, without a doubt, we know first level, first target for our short can be the liquidity level, yet a massively ideal level over then genuinely look for buy or long positions is truly going to be the incalculable weeks and the gold Fibonacci degree at 25,800. Here on the Bitcoin cost. Right now, we correspondingly need to see that as shown by a genuine perspective negative divergences, hidden away unpleasant divergences we explored yesterday, all of them on the customary timeframe got insured. So we grasped Bitcoin is molding a lower high for the new weeks here, yet clearly, higher high on the money stream marker, higher high other than on the MACD pointer, and on top of that in this way going, for example, right now with the RSI marker, exactly the same thing. We are showing on the standard period of time a scarcely out of the plastic new higher high, and that proposes. Secret negative divergences are being requested crazy on a high-term timeframe on several basic pointers. Along these lines I would consent to you, be really more aware of Bitcoin. Again we esteem we are seen back in our level reach. We handle our negation level, which will be to some degree over our value region high, yet taking into account everything. Preferably, I could truly need to see barely lower turns around Bitcoin because of our negative divergences until plainly our refutation level will be hit. That being said, expecting perhaps in the accompanying several hours we truly see an insane direct towards the possible development, over the value district high. Phenomenally key method, particularly direct nullification level, inconceivably clear obsessions with our liquidity levels also our gold Fibonacci degrees here. Partake in a shocking day in concordance out.